But this is the most interesting part. Wisteria vines, like other legumes, often thrive in poor soil, the book said. Their secret is something called rhizobia. These are microscopic bugs that live underground in little knots on the roots. They suck nitrogen gas right out of the soil and turn it into fertilizer for the plant. The rhizobia are not actually part of the plant. They are separate creatures, but they always live with legumes, a kind of underground railroad, moving secretly up and down the roots.
It's like this. There's a whole invisible system for helping out the plant you never guess is there. It's just the same as with people. Like Edna has Virgie, and Virgie has Edna, and Sandy has Kiss Central Station, and everyone has Maddie, and on and on.
The wisteria vines on their own would just barely get by, is how I explained it to Turtle. But put them together with rhizobia, and they make miracles.
Rhizobia symbolize a new beginning and something being made out of nothing.
Mr. Bowes? Mr. Bowes? Mr. Bowes, wake up! Hi, Mr. Bowes, it's time for your medicine. It's time for your
You take your medicine! You take your medicine, lady!
Everything's alright now, Jim. Everything's alright. You know she was a great lady. A lady? After all those things she said about you, a lady?
Yeah, Atticus, it doesn't make sense.
She was. She had her own views about things. Maybe a little bit different from mine, but it's okay. Son, remember when I told you that I would have made you go read for her if you hadn't lost your head? Well, I just wanted you to see what real courage was. I wanted you to see that courage wasn't a man with a gun in his hand. I wanted you to see that real courage is when you start, when you know you're licked, you know? And you start anyway, and you rarely win, but Mrs. DeBose won. All 98 pounds of her. She died, in her views, beholden to nothing and nobody. She was the bravest person I've ever known.
Mrs. DuBose symbolizes courage because she decided to not take her morphine, which would make her be in more pain.
Bean. Bean. Don't just sit there. The child talked to you.
That's right, that's a bean. And you're about the smartest kid alive.
Turtle's first word, bean, symbolizes her becoming acclimatized with her new environment with Taylor, and that she's recovering from whatever happened to her when she was little. It already beeped. Really, Jackie? Come on. Shadows.